Everyone is screaming about the M5 chip, but they are totally missing the point. iOS 27 is secretly the biggest architectural rewrite Cupertino has attempted since iPhone OS 1, and you can literally install on your phone tonight. Honestly, I'll believe it when I see it, but the leaks leading up to WWDC 2026 today have been nothing short of insane. This isn't just an iterative update. We are talking about tearing down the foundational code that has been running our devices for over a decade. Every major player in the tech space knows that what happens today sets the trajectory for the next 5 years of mobile computing. Mark Gurman has been hinting for weeks that Apple is fundamentally changing how the neural engine interacts with the home screen. And Ming-Chi Kuo just dropped a massive supply chain report suggesting the new on-device language models are so heavy, they require a completely reworked memory management system. That is exactly why this beta is going to be a monster. Before we get into the exact steps to get iOS 27 running on your iPhone today, we need to talk about what you are actually putting on your device. This isn't just some fresh wallpaper and a couple of new iMessage stickers. According to recent supply chain murmurs from the LEC, Apple has been heavily tweaking the display drivers to support a new ultra-low refresh rate for an overhauled always-on display. Ross Young corroborated this last week, pointing out that the underlying code for these display changes has to be baked directly into iOS 27. Combine that with the raw compute power Apple is trying to squeeze out of the silicon, and you're looking at some serious thermal throttling risks if you install this on your daily driver. I'm not joking here. First betas run hot. They eat your battery. But if you're anything like me, you're going to do it anyway. Right here at Educational Hub, we have been tracking the underlying TSMC 3 nanometers yields and how they directly relate to software optimization. DG Times recently published a fascinating piece detailing how Apple's new compiler structures in iOS 27 are designed to maximize efficiency on newer chips, but legacy devices might struggle early on. That seamless integration we always talk about, the whole it just works philosophy? Yeah, that usually takes until beta 4 or 5 to actually materialize. First betas are the Apple tax you pay for wanting to be on the bleeding edge. So, let me ask you right now, before you even touch that download button, are you planning to put this on your primary phone? Or do you have a secondary test device? Drop a comment below, because I am genuinely curious how many of you like to live dangerously. Alright, WWDC 2026 kicks off today, June 8th. The keynote is going to blow our minds, but the second Tim Cook walks off that stage, the developer portal is going to light up. Usually, within an hour of the event wrapping up, the first developer beta drops. If you want to be the first to get it, you need to prep your iPhone right now. First things first, you need space. Do not even attempt this if your phone is full. You need a minimum of 15 to 20 gigabytes of free storage. Mac Otakara posted a leak recently showing that the uncompressed system partition for iOS 27 is significantly larger than previous years, likely due to the massive local AI models. If you try to force the update without enough space, you run the risk of soft-bricking your phone. Just go into your iPhone settings, check your storage, and delete those massive group chat videos you haven't watched in 3 years. Step 2, and I cannot stress this enough, back up your data. Do not skip this. If iOS 27 turns your phone into a shiny paperweight, you need a fallback. Go to your Apple ID in Settings, tap on iCloud, hit iCloud Backup, and force a manual backup immediately. If things go sideways during the update process, at least your photos and data are safe in the cloud. Now, how do you actually get the profile to show up? Apple changed how beta enrollment works recently, making it a bit more streamlined, but you still need to follow the exact path. First, open the App Store and download the official Apple developer app. It is completely free. Once it is installed, open it up, go to the Account tab, and sign in with your primary Apple ID. You do not need to pay the $100 developer fee anymore just to get the beta, but you do need to be registered in the system. After you are Signa, D in there, open up Safari. Do not use Chrome for this. Stick to Safari to avoid any weird routing issues. Navigate to beta.apple.com. This is the main hub. If you have done this in previous years, say for iOS 26, you just need to hit sign in. If you're totally new, hit sign up. Use the exact same Apple ID you just used in the developer app. Read through the agreement, pretend you understand all the legal jargon, and hit agree. Once you're inside the portal, you'll see options for iPadOS, macOS, and iOS. Select iOS. Remember, if you're doing this early in the morning, iOS 27 will not be there yet. You have to wait until tonight after the WWDC keynote finishes. But once it is live, you will see the iOS 27 enrollment section. Scroll down and tap on the link that says Open Beta Updates. This is the magic button. It will bounce you out of Safari and directly into your iPhone system settings. Specifically, it drops you right into the software update page. You will see a new tab labeled Beta Updates. Tap on that, and right at the bottom, you'll finally see it, iOS 27 Developer Beta. Select that option, hit back, and let the page refresh. Boom! There is your massive update, ready to download and install. Just plug your phone into a charger, ensure you are on a stable Wi-Fi connection, and hit install. The download will take a while, because literally millions of people will be hammering Apple's servers at the exact same time. Be patient. Your phone will reboot a couple of times, the Apple logo will flash, the progress bar will creep along, and eventually, you will be greeted with a brand new setup screen. I am incredibly hyped for what Shrimp Apple Pro mentioned about the dynamic island changes hidden in this code. We're going to be digging through every single menu, testing every new feature, and seeing just how far we can push this new software. What is the one specific feature you are praying Apple actually fix this year? Let me know down below. We're going to benchmark this thing into the ground, comparing the battery drain against the final stable release of the previous software. You definitely want to subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up performance review dropping tomorrow morning. Now, go get your backups ready, clear out that storage, and prepare your iPhone for the next generation.